welcome back to yet another video on our channel Euclid Mathematics. Today we are going to learn one of the important topic from plane chapter by using previous year question from MHT-CET Mathematics, and the question is very much important. Every year same type of a question, definitely it asks for your CET JEE type of exam. So we have to use some general result from the chapter of a plane. So let's get start our today's example. Here we all can see question number 46, which is a completely based on a plane chapter. Okay, so question it is here: if planes, first plane it is given and second one it is also there. So r bar into pi cap minus j cap plus 2k cap plus 3, which is equal to 0, and r bar dot 2i cap minus pj cap minus k cap minus 5, which is equal to 0, and which include angle, okay, which include angle theta given pi by 3. Then we have to find out the value for p. Okay, so value for p it is given first option a1 minus 3, b minus 1 3, c minus 3, and d 3. Okay, so we have to find out the value for p. So here in our first option, given value for p is a 1 and minus 3. Here it is also given two values, and here in third and fourth it is given single option. Okay, single values are there. So we have to find out whether p possesses 1 point or 2 point. Okay, so by applying the concept from plane chapter, we will solve this example. Okay, now let's get directly dive into our solution, and we will see how solution look like. So we have given two plane and which include angle pi by 3. Okay, so along with the two plane we have angle pi by 3, and these two planes we have to compare with the standard form of a equation of a plane. And the standard form of equation of plane, it says that if we have plane, so we represent that, or we write that into the standard form like r into n cap, which is equal to d. Okay, so r into n cap, which is equal to d, and we have two planes are given. This is a plane equation of a plane for a single plane. Okay, so we have given two planes. So first plane, compare with this one, so you will get n1 cap, and similarly compare second one, you will get the n2 cap. Okay, so here r into n cap, which is equal to d, so n1 cap it is our first plane, and here you get the second n2 cap from the second plane. Okay, so this is just the only comparison that you have to compare with r into n cap, which is equal to d, to our given two separate planes. Okay, and we have to apply one result. Okay, one result which generally we learn in our textbooks. Okay, so it is very easy result. That result says if the angle between two planes, okay, if the angle between two planes is given as a theta, which is a pi by 3 given here, and the two planes are here r into n1 cap, n1 which is equal to d1, r into n2 which is equal to d2. Okay, so these two planes are given along with the angle theta is also given. Okay, then we write cos theta as first n1. Okay, n1 from first plane and n2 from second plane. Okay, so we write cos theta as n1 into n2 upon modulus of n1 into modulus of n2. Okay, so here main task is here how to find a modulus of any number. For finding modulus of any number, for example, we can see it here. So if we have n as a x plus b, okay, and then if you want the modulus for that n, so we have to take the coefficient for x and y under their square root. Okay, so modulus of n is equal to a square plus b square. This is the coefficient of x and y. Okay, so similarly apply this one to our given two plane. Okay, so here it is n1 and n2. Okay, so we want the modulus for these two numbers. So cos theta which is equal to n1 into n2 upon modulus of n1 into modulus of n2, and along with that we have one more result. Okay, if two planes are perpendicular, okay, if the two planes are perpendicular, then we write their product n1 into n2, which is 0, and if the two planes are parallel, then we write first plane which is equal to some scalar multiple of a second plane. Okay, so n1 into n1 which is equal to lambda into n2. Lambda it is given here as a scalar multiple. Okay, now put theta here, theta as we have given pi by 3 in our question. So cos theta which is equal to n1 we got it here. Okay, so here it is n1 pi minus j plus 2k. By using first plane, we found this one here. Okay, pi minus j plus 2k. So substitute it here, n1 pi minus j plus 2k, and similarly n2 2i minus pj minus k. Okay, so here between that we have product. Okay, product it is there, and upon modulus of n1 and modulus of n2, as earlier I explained here how to find modulus of n1. So under square root we have to take the coefficient for I, j and k, square it and add it. Okay, so what we have under square root of coefficient of first element, so which is a p square. Okay, coefficient of I cap is a p. Okay, that means first element square plus second element square. So second element we have the coefficient of a j is a -1. Okay, coefficient of a j is a -1. Take the square root of -1. Square of -1 it will come +1. Okay, and the square of 2 it is a 4. Okay, So here it is a 3 coefficient and their square, which generally we represent as a modulus of a given equation here. Okay, so similarly go further to I cap minus p j cap minus k cap. Okay, so here the square under square root, the square of first coefficient, which is a 4, square of second coefficient minus p square, it remain only p square. Okay, negative element square always it comes positive, so minus 1 square it goes to be plus 1. Okay, so go for finding the value, just we have to simplify our value for cos theta here. So cos pi by 3, we know that cos pi by 3 always 1 by 2, the cos pi by 3 it is 1 by 2. So now we have to multiply these two bracket. Okay, so for multiplying these two bracket, so we always know that when we multiply I cap into I cap, it always gives 1. Okay, I cap into I cap, it always goes to 1, but I cap into j cap, I cap into k cap, it always gives 0 value. Okay, so similarly for negative j cap into I cap, it goes to 0. Negative j cap into negative j cap, always remember when we have j into j, always it goes to 1. And similarly k cap into k cap, it is always 1. Okay, so here go for multiplication, p I cap into 2 I cap. So I cap into I cap, it is 1. So p into 2, it is a 2p. So remaining p into other two variable, it always goes to be 0. J and k, it always goes to 0. So say go to further. So negative j cap into 2 I cap, it always goes to 0. So negative j cap into negative pj cap. Okay, so negative negative, it goes to positive. So j into j, it goes to 1. So it remain only positive p here. And similarly 2 k cap into negative k cap. Okay, so k cap into k cap, it is 1. Minus 1 into 2, it goes to negative 2. Okay, and the other variable like I into j, I into k, these are the odd variables. So we denote it as the product as a 0. Okay, so if their product 0, the element corresponding with this I cap, j cap, k cap, it always goes to 0. Okay, so here numerator 2p plus p minus 2, it is here. Now we want the denominator. Okay, so p square plus 1 plus 1, 1 plus 4, it goes to 5, and a p square plus 5. Okay, so when we have two square root, okay, like a square root of x into square root of x, we write it as the x. Okay, square root of x into square root of x is x. So square root of x means x to the power 1/2 and into x to the power 1/2. If we take this element common, then we add their powers. Okay, so x to the power 1/2 plus 1/2, it is 1. Okay, so square root of x into square root of x, it will remain only x. Okay, just go for the further calculation. So p square plus 5 denominator, transfer it here, we get into the numerator. Okay, so p square plus 5, it is numerator here, and 2, take it here, 2p plus p, it will be 3p, and multiplied by 2, it is a 6p, and a negative 2 multiplied by 2, it is a negative 4. Okay, and go for the finding next step. Okay, so p square plus 5, it is here, 6p minus 4 here. Okay, so take this element at one side, p square minus 6p plus 5 plus 4, negative 4, it goes to positive 4, plus 5 plus 4 is a 9. So as we can observe here, so we got the quadratic type of equation, so which is a p square minus 6p plus 9, which is equal to 0. Okay, so this one is a quadratic equation, and we want the factor of that equation, so which is a required value for p. We will get the required value for p. Okay, so find out the factor for this equation, and we know that it is easier to find out the factor. Okay, so if complicated factors are there, I already uploaded plenty of the video for finding factors and roots of a quadratic equation, cubic equation, or nth power equation. You may check it to the my playlist. Okay, so already videos are there, so it is very easy to find out their factor. Okay, so we know that we want the two element whose multiplication and whose addition. Okay, we want it here, so it is easier to find. Okay, so two element, their multiplication 9 and their addition, it need to be a 6. Okay, so we know that 3 3s are 9 and 3 2s are 3 plus 3, it is a 6. Okay, so this is the factor for p minus 3 square. Okay, so p minus 3 square, which is a 0, that means p minus 3 square, which is a 0, if we take square root, that means your square, it will be gone from here. So or we can write it as the p minus 3 multiplied by p minus 3, which is equal to 0. So we get the only one factor for our quadratic equation, which is a p, which is equal to 3. Okay, so that means p minus 3, so we have factor like this, p minus 3 into p minus 3, which is equal to 0. Okay, so that means we have p which is equal to 3 and 3, that means we have only one factor, we have only one root, which is a repeated root, that's why we taken here p as a 3. Okay, this is the required option from our question. We want the value for p. Okay, we want the value for p from our question. Okay, so which is a 3, and this question, it is completely based on a plain chapter. Okay, it's very easy question, just we have to remember only the result for cos theta. Okay, and for finding the modulus, it is also quite easy. Okay, so we can get that answer very easily. I hope so you all have understood my today's lecture. It's a quite easy example, which is from MHT-CET. Okay, so if you have any doubt, difficulty, let me know in a comment section, and if you found anything difficult, let me know also. Okay, I will upload similar videos on my channel. Okay, so thank you everyone, thank you for my today's lecture.
They will do everything to feel a bit alive.